Today, I will show you how to go from low damage like 300% to over 1000% step by step, and in every stage I will show my exact damage percentage. First of all, we need to head to Snow Island and find the Haki Cellar, because this will be one of your earliest and most important damage boosts. Buy Haki immediately and upgrade it to the maximum level as fast as possible, because the difference is massive without Haki. My damage was only around 172%, but after fully upgrading it, my damage jumped to 247%, which is already a huge increase. The next major step is the Artifact System, which is one of the most important damage boosts in the entire game. First talk to the Artifact NPC to unlock it, then start farming for the full Abyssal set, including helmet, chest, legs, and boots, all in legendary rarity after that upgrade, every piece to max level, and make sure each one has damage, critical damage, and critical chance as substats, because this setup is absolutely essential for maximizing your damage output. Now we are going to reroll clan and aim for Frostbane, which is currently one of the strongest and most overpowered clans in the game. After getting it, check your damage again, because this upgrade alone pushed mine from around 250% to 340%, which is already a massive jump and shows how powerful the right clan can be. Now at Sailor Island, your damage can increase massively, because this area has several major upgrades. First, focus on stats rerolls and aim for at least rank Z in damage, critical damage, and critical chance. This may cost a lot, but the damage increase is absolutely worth it and will be one of your biggest power spikes so far. Right next to that, you need to focus on traits and keep re-rolling until you get Emperor, which is currently one of the best traits in the game because it does not just add damage, it multiplies your total damage output, making it one of the biggest upgrades possible and massively increasing your overall power. For titles, this part is simple. Just equip the best damage title you currently have. Ideally, you want Demon King for the full 100% damage boost. But even Frost Empress with 87% is already extremely strong and can massively increase your total damage. So use your best available title or work toward unlocking a stronger one. The final major system that will massively increase your damage is Boss Rush. Simply complete Boss Rush raids to earn points. Then use those points to upgrade your damage, critical chance, and critical damage. This system is extremely easy to farm, and even one night AFK can give enough progress to upgrade most of your important stats, including luck. Now check your damage. We went from 340% to 550%, which is a massive increase already, but there are still many more easy systems left to boost it even further. At Shibuya, there are even more powerful systems, and the first major one is Conqueror Haki. Head to the top of the building, buy it using Conqueror Fragments, which can drop from any mob, then complete its progression requirements to fully unlock it. After that, level it to the maximum, because once fully upgraded, this system gives a massive damage boost and becomes one of your most important upgrades. The next system is Weapon Enchanting, which is another major damage boost. Simply upgrade your strongest weapon to Enchant level 10 at the Enchanter NPC. Since this greatly increases your damage, critical chance, and critical damage, the materials are easy to get from basically any mob, so focus on maxing your best weapon even if it is not your final one yet. Another important upgrade is your armor, because there are many strong options in the game, and you should aim for one that gives at least 110% damage or more at level 10. Once you get a strong armor piece, upgrade it at the Enchanter to level 10, since this will greatly boost both its damage and all additional buffs, making it a huge overall power increase. Right now, if you want farm AFK in Android, iOS, Windows, Linux, Mac, everything, you can just farm on each device without wasting energy or the life of your device. The best app is available to everyone in the description and pinned comments. By clicking on the website, you will be better informed. Here you will realize realize that you can farm 24 hours a day, every day, without needing to touch your device. And the best thing is that it is available for all devices. The most insane part is that it is extremely light for those who have a potato device. It does not consume your device. You can turn off the Wi-Fi, the cell phone that was still farming for you, non-stop until you stop. So to purchase this mega offer, use the link in the description or comments to get you started with an incredible bonus for you to farm. The next major system is Tower Island, which works very similarly to Boss Rush, but instead of raids, it is an infinite tower where you keep progressing through endless waves, and every 5 waves a boss appears. By clearing these stages, you earn points that can be used to upgrade your damage, critical chance, and critical damage, making this another extremely valuable system for massively increasing your overall power. Now check the damage. We went from 550% to 700%, which is already a huge increase, and now we are getting very close to reaching 1000%. Another major damage boost is Weapon Mastery, since many strong weapons have mastery systems that increase damage and unlock better skills. For example, Sung Jin Woo Mastery alone gives around 30% more damage, making this an important upgrade for stronger builds. Another major system that greatly increases your damage is the Skill Tree system, where you earn 1 skill point for every 250 enemies defeated, and use those points for powerful upgrades like damage, critical damage, luck, and defense. This system takes time and requires heavy farming, but leaving your character AFK for a couple of days can give massive long-term power, boosts that are absolutely worth it. Another extremely important damage system is Spec Passives, although this one can be frustrating because it relies heavily on RNG when rolling. You can get many different passives, but what really matters is both the passive itself and the quality of its stats, since higher criteria gives far better bonuses. Currently, the best options are Rampage and Berserk, with Rampage being the stronger choice purely for maximum damage, while Berserk is still incredibly powerful and much easier to work with for most players right now. I am personally using Berserk, and it already provides a massive boost. So if you manage to get Berserk with strong criteria, you can safely use it for a long time, until eventually upgrading to Rampage later. Now for Power Passives. This system works very similarly to Spec Passives, but applies directly to your overall character strength. Again, this is heavily RNG-based, so your goal is to roll for the strongest mythic passives with the best current options, being Cursebrand, Colossus, and Subjugator, with Subjugator generally being the best overall for maximum damage, although Cursebrand is still extremely powerful and performs very well, which is what I currently use when rolling. You should prioritize getting at least 25% damage as your main requirement, and ideally 5% or more critical damage as a secondary bonus, while the remaining stats are more flexible, depending on your build. But those core damage stats are what truly matter for major power increases. Another easy but important damage boost comes from cosmetics, since most strong cosmetics give very similar buffs. Your main goal is simply to open your boxes and equip a legendary cosmetic as soon as possible, because these usually provide around 15% extra damage, which becomes very valuable once multiplied by all your other systems and buffs. The aura system works very similarly to cosmetics, so your goal here is to open aura crates, keep rolling, and equip a legendary aura as soon as possible, since legendary auras also provide around 15% extra damage, which becomes another strong boost when stacked with all your other damage multipliers. The rune system is much more advanced and becomes one of the biggest long-term damage boosts in the game. If you build it properly, your first major goal should be farming strong damage-focused runes like Wrath Rune through normal dungeons, since these provide massive direct damage increases and are already powerful enough to greatly improve your build. However, the true endgame goal is the Primordial Rune, which is one of the strongest runes in the game because of how heavily it multiplies your damage output. This rune is much harder to obtain, since it is secret rarity and mainly comes from infinite dungeon making. It heavily dependent on both grinding and luck. Our next major goal is getting a strong race, and currently Luckborn is one of the best options because it gives excellent damage boosts while also increasing luck, which makes it one of the strongest overall races for progression. Now, to increase a little more your damage, you can get any bloodline, good legendary or above, that will help you a lot. And finally, with just a solid normal bloodline, we went from 700% damage all the way to 1035% damage, proving just how worth it. This full progression path really is. If this guide helped you massively increase your damage, make sure to like and follow for more detailed guides on specific systems and progression paths in future videos.